Hello everyone, greetings dear Aristobats, fellow immortals and mortals yet to be claimed by the night. Welcome to this lady's humble abode. Guys, we got to the first 100 Aristobats, can you believe? I sure can't. In fact, I was so shook that my first reaction wasn't the most positive from what you may have noticed in the background that is, you know, never been there before. But we don't need this anymore, so can you please? Thank you. You'll meet her soon enough, guys. She is almost ready. Say hi to the world, What was I saying? Yeah, we need to open more space in the castle now, because there are many of you. So now we need more rooms, and we're thinking of actually building one more castle next to ours. We did think of renting a new castle close to ours, but then I thought, why not use the area right next to the castle? It's pretty open anyway. Not the one behind me. The one behind me has a forest. But the one on my left has pretty much nothing. We'll see all about that. Let's not rush now. Let's focus on the matter at hand, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I can't believe that I've made it this far. I mean, for some others, this may look small, but for me, 100 means so much. I never expected that I'd be able to remotely entertain this many people at the same time. Obviously, not everyone is there for every video. Some of you have come for my reverse videos, others have come for other video game videos, others have come for my writing or whatnot. It doesn't matter. What matters is that there are 100 of you here right now for whatever reason, and that means a lot to me, so thank you so much for your support. I hope I can make more stuff that you enjoy in the future. I hope I can get to a better level than the one I am once my equipment gets better, like if I become more financially stable and all. I have a lot that I wish to show, like personal stuff as well as playing with you guys and sharing the stuff I'm passionate about with you, because I'm sure you can probably tell already I'm a huge nerd, so I like talking about stuff that I enjoy. I like geeking out about them, finding more people like me, and enjoying them together. I hope I can make more types of videos as well, lots and lots of stuff, but most of all, I want to be able to express myself as best as I can through video, because like I've said before, video has been the main thing I've wanted to do in my life. I started this because I couldn't get myself out there anyhow else. And of course, now my neighbor wants to fix his whatever he's fixing again. Anyway, I'm sorry for the background noise. I sincerely suck with thank yous, dude. I'm so sorry. I just hope you understand that I'm very grateful, though. I hope this does translate, regardless of the fact that I don't know how to express it better. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here, to create openly, because I have mentioned in my bio that I'm a variety vtuber, but I mainly play games, and maybe this has many people confused, but this really hasn't changed. It's just that video games are easier for me to record. There's not much organization needed. I do not get very overwhelmed trying to record them compared to if I try to make a writing video that I have to take notes, section what I want to say, etc. And yeah, with life getting in the way all the time, it's easier to do that. It's not that I'm forcing myself to do only video games when I want to do more stuff, or that I'm forcing myself to do content that I'm not interested in instead of doing more gaming that I enjoy. I enjoy everything I'm trying on this channel, but what I eventually do the most comes down to my equipment and my time. It's not easy to do various stuff on the channel and expect people to enjoy that. Most people have multiple channels to do that, but I don't have such energy. I don't have the time to do that. I don't have somebody else helping me to do that. So I wish to do everything on one channel, even if that means that my algorithm won't really enjoy it all the time. I'm a multi-passionate is the word, I don't remember. But yeah, I like several stuff, so I wish to be able to do several stuff on this channel as well. And I'm glad that some people are fine with that, and I understand those that won't be fine with that. Let's talk about updates now. One of the things that I'm struggling with when it comes to new people coming in is that they don't know how I'm working, and they're not going to necessarily watch my first video. And after all, why should you watch the first video when I've changed so much from what I initially wanted to do when I started, having zero experience of all this, right? But some stuff that I said in my first video still apply. But yeah, I cannot expect people will know about this coming in. And I do not expect that everybody reads the bio that says I'm a variety VTuber. That's why some people come in because they like a video game I played, and then they see a writing video from me and they're like, what is she doing? I don't want that, and blah, blah, blah. All right. So I want to be able to fix that in a way. And one of the ways that many VTubers do that is by using a program, a schedule. The reason why I couldn't do this so far is because I usually post weekly or every 8 days. And sometimes if the video is more difficult, maybe every 2 weeks. So the traditional schedules out there don't work for me. I cannot make a schedule and just post it for you guys to see when I do not do this many times a week. But another problem I had with that is that I don't know where on earth to post it. Like I've told you many times that you can always see what's coming up on my community tab. But not all YouTubers and VTubers use their community tab, so people watching don't necessarily expect you to update there. So new people coming in might not know where to go to find out what's up. Maybe they try my Twitter, but maybe they don't have Twitter, so they're like, oh, how am I supposed to know what's coming next on her channel? And I'm guilty of that myself. Like, for many years I watched YouTube, yet I never checked the community tab. I didn't even know that was a thing. Where you could go and find out about what each YouTuber was going to do. I thought they were saying this stuff on Twitter or Instagram or their social accounts anyway. So the middle ground I found for these two things is that I should make my own schedule. Since I do photo edits anyway, I should be able to design a schedule for myself that will be showing what will be coming each week instead of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. I had already thought of that, I just didn't know how to utilize it. Like, how do you make a schedule for different weeks instead of days? But I found an example that could be changed from daily to weekly, and I want to try it. And as far as posting is concerned, I can post it on the community tab. And in order to make sure that you guys don't lose it from future posts that I'll be doing in the community tab, I'll also keep it at the live tab of my channel. I didn't know this was a thing. I found out from a friend of mine, Sinlia. Hi. Sinlia Siunki is another VTuber starting out who also recently hit her first 100. Congratulations, honey. But yeah, she has been doing this for a while. She has her schedule on the live tab and it just stays there for as long as she wants. And I would like to try it too in case it's more helpful for you guys to know what's coming up and whatnot. Back when I started, I didn't know exactly what I'll be doing each week, but now I more or less know, or at least know what will happen within 2 weeks. Not further than that, but for 2 weeks, I'm sure. So for these 2 weeks, I want to be able to let you also guys know what I'm about to do. And that is a great way to do it, so that you know what you can expect from me. So yeah, schedule was one of the things I wanted to tell you about. It's coming up. I have to figure out a design for it. And I wish and hope that by August it will be ready, and I'll just be changing dates and the titles of the games or videos that I'm about to do on it, and that's it. What else is new? So we know Teleforum is over, okay? So that means that for the following 3 weeks, we'll be having 3 reverse videos from the Rayashki patch, and then another video, and then back to completing the Rayashki patch, all right? That's how I work usually. I do 2 to 3 videos of reverse, then another video, and then back to reverse. That's what I do, right? If you see more than 3, like if I make 4 videos of reverse before I make something else, just know this happened because something came up with my life. And since these stuff are pre-recorded, it's easier for me to edit them while everything else is going on in my life. Because, you know, recording requires for me to find a quiet hour, quiet, well, whatever. As you can hear from behind, it's not always up to my house. It's also up to other houses around my house. But yeah, when something has come up, I cannot record. I can only edit. And reverse is already recorded, so it's easier for me to make it. So if you see this happen, please be patient. The reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm going out of schedule is only because I had no other choice. Another reason why I might do more reverse videos is because I'm out of ideas. That happens as well. Like, let's say that I'm finished with reverse, but I don't want to play another game. I'm not in the mood for another game. So I will just keep posting reverse until I come up with what to do. This happens as well. It's easier for me, again, because it's pre-recorded. But again, I'm explaining my ways right now. I'm not saying what's new. What's new is that another favorite gacha game of mine became available on PC, and I really, really want to play it on the channel. But It's not the most YouTube friendly type of game, so I will not be able to play it at its entirety. Also, it updates its chapters every once in a million years, so it's not like I'm replacing Reverse, is that I have space to finally play this game more because I'm not really a mobile gamer. I actually hate playing on mobile. It hurts my hands and my eyes. I'm old, guys. I'm old. Anyway. But yeah, the ability to be able to play a video game from mobile to PC is a big plus for me. And because I love gacha games, I want to be able to do that as well. It really bothers me that I cannot play Genshin with you. It really bothers me I can play Nikia with you, Morimans. Well, Morimans is more of a personal bias why I don't play with you guys, because they use AI for the translations and I feel it's bad. But the art is real. That's why I'm playing it. I've told you before, I do not support AI games. But yeah, from my understanding, they're a small team, so I can understand why a small team would want to put all their money on the art and not really bother themselves with translations yet. Do I support that decision? No, because usually when a game comes out in an Asian country like China, they prefer to release it in China first. And when it gets more people involved, more fans and stuff, then they globalize it and they have the money to pay for translators. But for whatever reason, they chose not to do that. They chose to just globalize it shortly after release. And well, I wish and hope that by the time they become popular enough, they will turn to actual translators and localizators. People who localize anyway the translation. And I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's not just that. It's not just the usage. It's also the story, guys. While it uses AI, the translation obviously is not the best. So there are many parts in the story that don't really make sense. And if I was to play this on the channel and the story isn't clear even to me, then how am I supposed to entertain you through this? So yeah, this is why I choose not to play this on the channel, partly because of the usage of AI, mainly because the story is unreadable at some parts and it bothers the ish out of me. What else do I play? Noctilucent. Noctilucent. I'm guessing Noctilucent. So Noctilucent is a gacha game, a gay gacha game, that you essentially collect husbandos and you're trying to defeat a curse that gets people marked with the white lotus thing and also makes them extremely horny at specific occasions involving pain to their body and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that is also not a very YouTube friendly game. That's why I'm not playing it with you guys. And while the story is cute and all, I don't know, it's not yet at a stage that I would want to play it on the channel. Maybe later I will consider it, but for now I don't think so. And also I'm not a big fan of the battles. Like, there's so much grinding that I do not enjoy. So I think it's better if you play this alone than with me. But it has an interesting story. It's just that the mechanics, because it's a relatively new game, the mechanics are still developing. The battles are not as entertaining yet. There will be many things that change. They have some really interesting events that I wish to be able to do more. And on top of everything else, this game is only on mobile, so I cannot play it on PC, so I cannot record it. But I'm saying that even if I could record it, I would choose not to. At least for now. But I enjoy it for some downtime and playing leisurely. So what is this gacha game I'm willing to go against the algorithm and YouTube rules to play with you guys? It is What in Hell is Bad. Yeah, I know. If you're familiar, I know what you're thinking. But let me tell you something. I struggle with otome, guys. I've always wanted to be able to play more otome for fun, alright? But most times, be it that the protagonist was too meek, too much of a Mary Sue, if you will, I didn't wish to play those games because I'm not like that. I don't like being a lady in distress, alright? So yeah, with most otome going that way, the protagonist bothered me. Another problem that I had is that I rarely find guys that I enjoy in otome. I am very picky when it comes to my fictional men and my real men, to be honest. But yeah, I wanted a game that gives me the opportunity to have options and not just one dude that I'll be into. And this was hard unless I was paying money, alright? And like I said, I'm not the most well-off YouTuber out there, vtuber, whatever. So yeah, I wanted a free option that gave me what I needed, and Noctilucent and What in Hell is Bad actually fulfilled that for me. I get to experience the type of guys I enjoy, and for free, all right? Unless you're not F2P, in that case, obviously you can pay, but I am an F2P and I get to enjoy this more. Another problem that I had is that gacha don't really have guys that I enjoy. Genshin is the only game that has a lot of dudes that I enjoy, and I want to play with men as well. Like, I enjoy my girls, and I do understand that the majority of players perhaps are still men. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, companies usually want to focus on men when it comes to these games. Gacha games, dating simulators, they want to focus on men. So I get that most characters are women, but I had got tired. Like, even with Reverse, I play for so long and I like one or two dudes, and I wanted more men in my life, okay? Nikkei is all women, so I cannot play men there. Morimen's, well, again, more women. There are some men, but I'm not that into them either. So yeah, I wanted an all-men kind of game for the girlies, and I want to play it for this reason, also because it's a laid-back game and it's funny and I don't have to think a lot. The story, listen, the story does have some depth, okay? It has a nice representation of angels and demons and a story behind it. It gets a little dumb around the reasons why you have to have sexual relations with the demons, but let's be real, they needed a motive for that to happen, so I understand it. But yeah, it's a fun, laid-back game that I won't have to think too much about, and it's also a game that I would very much prefer to play on PC, because when events come out, again, because I'm not much of a mobile player, I tend to forget to go back in and I lose the events, and some of them are really fun and I want to experience them. And after they go away, they become payable, so I cannot play them. So yeah, it's really a good opportunity for me to be able to play a game I enjoy more and share it with other fans, or even make more fans of it. I don't know, maybe some of you will enjoy it. Some of you might be against it because it's sexualizing men or whatever. But yeah, it's something I want to try, and I wish for the best. It remains to be seen. That's it for the updates. Now, a few things that I'd like to point out for you to be aware of what's going on, okay? First of all, I've said it in the community tab as well. If you haven't seen it, it's okay, I'll say it right now. I'm currently looking for a job because it's become essential that I do, okay? So there is a chance the schedule will be going off several times until I get one, and after I get one, depending on how it affects my time during the day, you understand, there's going to be a bit of a mess. I will try to stick to my plans and stick to my schedules, and if anything changes, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see through the schedule, whether that's on the community tab or the live tab that I want to try, like I said. I'm just letting you know to be sure that you guys know what's up, so that you know that I'm not slacking on purpose. I'm just, trying to make an income, but you will know what's going on. Like, I always tell you if something changes. And if it's not by schedule, again, you can always look at the community tab. I always have stuff there for you to read. If anything changes, you will know it, okay? Another thing that I wish to point out, the future. Even though, like I said, my time is going to be all over the place, there's plenty of stuff that is coming up. So you can be excited, I have plenty of things for us to play. Haha. But they won't be coming as fast as you wish, because like I said, I want to keep playing Reverse, so it will be every 3 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes I want to do writing videos. Other times it might hit me again to do ASMR. I actually want to try one more ASMR, but I want to have introduced a new character first. Like I said, our clan initially consisted of 4 members, and you got to meet them at some point. One is almost ready. We just need to find the perfect shoes for her, and she will make an appearance. But her video will take a bit to make, because I want it to be a little bit flashy, as much as my computer will allow me, of course. And after that, you'll be seeing her more with me until we make the 3rd member and then the 4th member, and then we're done. And we'll be doing stuff for you guys all together. Anyway, lots of plans, little time. I plead for your patience. But yeah, once again, and it cannot be said enough from my part, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for allowing me do this. Despite the chaos, despite the time changes and whatnot, I hope I can keep making stuff that you will enjoy. But most of all, I hope I can encourage more people get out there and express themselves the way they wish to express themselves. That was worded badly. But anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like, I want to show more people that they don't have to wait for anything. I know many people out there wish to express themselves like I did, and perhaps are holding back. So yeah, while I am trying to play video games with you and just chill out with you guys, like we're in the same fandoms and whatnot, I want you to get out there and express yourself however you want to do this. You want to do this through art, do it through art. You want to do this in other ways, go ahead. But this is what I mainly want to do. I want people to feel more confident in themselves and go after what they wish for, because it's not easy. Like even me right now, I'm not exactly doing what I dreamt of, all right? I had many pitfalls and failures, but I found a way that I can sidely get around to experiencing part of my dream, and that's what I want you to do too. Like, I know that some dreams have an expiration date. People will tell you that, hey, you're too young. Like, it's never too late. I'm not like that. I won't tell you that because my dream had an expiration date, so I know how it's like, okay? But that doesn't mean that you should abandon what you love completely. Even if you can go to your dream, even if what you wish is no longer attainable, I don't want you to go for second best. I want you to go as close to the first as you possibly can, even if it has an expiration date. And it's still doable. It won't give you the world like the first original dream would, but it also won't disappoint you as much as going for second best, okay? And that's what I'm trying to do here, besides entertaining, besides expressing myself. That's all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.